Hello and welcome to my office. I am your host of Aging Fearlessly, Guillermo, and I'm here to help you live your best life. Now I want to talk today about how I manage stress, a very important strategy to help you enjoy your life. Now I used to get all stressed out when the things I wanted were not happening on the timing I wanted. Because of this, as I look back at my life, I can see I wasted a lot of years trying to break down the barriers that were keeping me from that next promotion, or having more money, or finding a romantic partner, or having more prestige and status. And frankly, as I look back, I can see how I added a lot of unnecessary stress and worry to my life on things I had little control over. Now, as I've gotten older, not only do I question the importance of these material goals that I mentioned, I also realize that all my striving and manipulating to make things work out in my favor often made things worse. In my eagerness to fulfill my desires, I often settled for the first thing that came my way that somewhat resembled what I was looking for, without giving much thought as to whether or not it was the best fit for me. Now, when things didn't work out the way I imagined them, I cursed myself, not only for being impatient and short-sighted, but also for having to deal with the consequences I never wanted in the first place. For example, let me tell you, there's an old Spanish saying that goes like this: it is better to be alone than to be poorly accompanied. Now, anybody who is pushed to be with the wrong person and now you're having help to pay for the emptiness and lack of love that you're feeling knows exactly what this saying is referring to. I certainly have lived that, what it's like to be with the wrong person. Another example is that you pushed yourself to get that big promotion, and now that you have it, you're hopelessly bored and miserable. Now, since I'm quoting examples here from my own life experience, these mistakes have taught me a very valuable lesson. And that is, everything happens in its own perfect timing, and you have no control over that fact. So you might as well relax and enjoy the ride. Now, I'm not saying we should not have goals and desires. We should, for they bring clarity and focus to our lives. We can use our goals to help us attain the tools we need, like pursuing an education or training. And they can also help us distinguish whether efforts are worthwhile and whether or not they contribute to our quest. But it is nonsense to believe that we can will our goals to happen on our timing. And this is why I've learned to cultivate patience in my life, and I wanted to share how I do that with you. Now, here are a few steps that I think will help you. Number one, make sure that the things you desire come from within you, and they're not because you're motivated to please or impress others, or you want people to think well of you. If you do things to please or impress others, you will run out of energy and you will fail. Goals aligned with your true self will always fill you with energy and passion to accomplish them. That's how you know the difference. Number two, do what's in front of you. There are no shortcuts in life. You will arrive at your goal by taking the few steps that present themselves to you daily. They'll build on each other. You can't force them. Number three, don't settle for the first thing that looks good. If it was not meant for you to take every opportunity to come your way. Always check within first whenever you run across something that is tempting you. Time you waste on an option you're not that crazy about takes your attention and energy away from the things that you want to be accomplishing towards your goal. Number four, live your life ready to hoist your sails at full mast when the winds you were looking for begin to blow. When the door you were looking for opens, sail through it. Number five, have faith that the universe is conspiring with you. When you're pursuing your true path, the universe will provide the resources you need. All that it asks of you is to be patient and use good judgment when opportunities present themselves. If you begin acting as though everything has its own timing and there's nothing you can do to change it, you can set your goals, then relax and enjoy life and keep your eyes open for the next steps that come your way. You will find that life will become less stressful and much more enjoyable as you take the steps forward the universe hands you. Now I hardly ever stress anymore about anything. And when I do, I hold myself back and remind myself that things will work out for the best in their own perfect timing. And you know what? For me, they seem to do that.